Who's up?
I've got Charlotte. She's on line 7, and she's frustrated.
I can imagine. Charlotte.
Hi.
Hi, Charlotte. How old are you?
27.
What's the problem?
In my 11 or so years of being sexually active, I've never had an orgasm with a man. I mean, I have by myself, masturbating, but never during sexual intercourse. And I went to a doctor, and he said there was absolutely nothing physically wrong with me, and suggested I see a counselor.
And did you see a counselor?
I'm calling one.
But the point is you're orgasmic. You have an orgasm.
Yeah.
How are your orgasms by yourself?
I think they're great. You know, I thought I was vibrator addicted for a while, so I put that on a shelf for a couple of months.
Do you ever use a vibrator when you're with a guy?
Yeah, I've tried that. You know,
does it work?
Sort of. It's the position. It's really difficult to get the vibrator.
Why don't you change your position so that it's for you? I mean, why don't you make it your pleasure?
No, I can't get. What's a delicate way to put it? I can't get him and the vibrator in the right place at the same time.
Well, there's such a thing as experimenting, you know.
I experiment all the time. I think I've done absolutely everything, and sometimes I feel like I get so close, and it's really frustrating, so other times I'll just say, well, relax, don't think about it, don't even try. And then I realize my lover's trying really hard to do it, and the pressure's on, and
And you're thinking about how hard he's working.
Yeah.
That sort of takes your attention off the job at hand.
Yeah, so the guy I'm seeing now, we've kind of made it a project, basically.
How do you mean?
He's determined one way or another I'm going to have an orgasm with him, and I'm very comfortable around him and stuff, but I mean...
I hope he doesn't have it as a bumper sticker.
No, but
Determined is not the way to go about it, you know.
Well, I'm at the point where I'm about to go crazy. I mean, I love sex. Sex really, really feels...
Yeah, but you have orgasms with a vibrator.
Yeah.
All right? Do you have an orgasm with a vibrator in the presence of your boyfriend?
What, just masturbating in front of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you have intercourse right afterwards?
Yeah.
Are you able to maintain the high?
Yeah, but I can't get over the peak.
Even by yourself? What if you go over the peak by yourself and then have intercourse?
Well, then it feels extra good, but I don't have another orgasm.
Well, but that's where you should start from. How long have you been with this guy?
A year.
And how do you feel about him?
I really love him.
And where is this relationship going?
I don't know. I don't think about it.
But you're really determined to have an orgasm, but you're not thinking about a relationship. Doesn't that sound...
Well, it's a relationship.
Wait. Doesn't that sound a little strange? I mean, you're more concerned about the direction your orgasm is going to go in than you are in the direction of the relationship.
No, that's not exactly right.
All right, then make it right.
It's, you know, just sexually speaking, I am determined to do that. As far as our relationship, it's wonderful.
Yeah, but the more determined you are, the less fun it is.
That's why for several months we just said, okay, we won't even think about it.
Yeah, but I think you ought to take care of yourself and bring that...
That's the problem. That's the only way I can get is taking care of myself.
But, you know, there are some women who are like that. And what you have to do is be grateful that you can have the orgasm with a vibrator.
But I want to have an orgasm with him inside of me because it feels... I always feel like it's so close, but I don't know why.
The fact is that the connections are not there. I mean, there are whole different techniques you can try. I'm sure you've tried them all. You know all about the G-spot and everything.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I've done everything missionary.
Hold on. G-spot, you know about G-spot?
Yeah.
I'm talking to them, not you. It's an area on the frontal part of the vagina that feels spongy, very sensitive.
Yeah.
All right? A little education there. Look, I think the worst thing you can do is make yourself crazy about this, because the focus that you're putting on it is entirely wrong.
Well, the focus has only been in the last couple of years. I mean, I've
Why?
been having sex for 11 years now, and I've had over 60 partners.
Do you think that might have anything to do with it? How come you're counting?
I don't know. It's just something I've always done. I've never wanted to say I don't know who I've slept with, so I
You have a list?
Yes, I have a list.
You have a list. Can I just be real honest with you?
Yeah.
You have a compulsive attitude towards sex, which takes it into the head and out of the heart. And it makes it something that when you're with the other person's opinion becomes as important as your own wish. And what you need to do is to stay in your own wish, not the other person's opinion. You're doing things as much to please the other person as yourself. There's nothing wrong with that sexually, but you're making it a kind of a compulsive mind trip. It's not the way to go about it. Just enjoy the person. You love this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking you're getting married?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't think about it. I just want things to progress the way they're going to progress.
Well, look, you know, sometimes it takes a while to work it out. And it has to be worked out in an atmosphere of trust, understanding, mutual love, where your partner is not just determined, but lives with you and is with you and wants to be with you and wants you to be happy so that you can just relax and be there. And expecting everything to happen when you may be, in some ways, even though you've had 60 men, you may feel that you're more of an old-fashioned girl than people know.
Yeah, I am in some ways.
Well, I think you need to settle down before the problem will settle down, and stop worrying about it.
Well, I had a steady relationship for 2 years.
Yeah, but it still doesn't go to marriage. You're the kind of person, I think, once you start settling in and you can take all the time in the world to do what you have to do, I think then it will start getting better. Till then, you're going to be thinking about it in your head, and that's not where an orgasm always takes place. It takes place in your heart and your head.